Hello and welcome to the 11th episode of How to Start a Business. I'm your host, Debbie, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to manage your money and taxes. If you've been following this course, you should have a clear idea of how to create, produce, and market your podcast and your online course. You should also have some customers who have paid for your product or service. But how do you keep track of your income and expenses? How do you pay yourself and your team? How do you deal with taxes and legal issues? That's what we're going to cover in this episode. There are 4 main steps to managing your money and taxes. 1. Open a separate business bank account. 2. Track your income and expenses. 3. Pay yourself and your team. 4. File and pay your taxes. Let's go through each step in detail. Hashtag step 1. Open a separate business bank account. The first step to managing your money and taxes is to open a separate business bank account. This will help you keep your personal and business money separate, which will make it easier to track your income and expenses, pay yourself and your team, and file and pay your taxes. To open a business bank account in Nigeria, you will need a business name and structure, such as sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability company, etc. A business registration certificate from the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. A tax identification number, TIN, from the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS. A business address and phone number. A personal identification, such as a national ID card, driver's license, passport, etc. You can choose from different types of business bank accounts in Nigeria, such as current accounts, savings accounts, domiciliary accounts, etc. You can also compare different banks and their charges, features, services, etc. Some of the benefits of opening a business bank account in Nigeria are: you can accept payments from your customers in various ways, such as bank transfers, POS terminals, mobile money, etc. You can pay your bills and expenses in an organized way, such as rent, electricity, internet subscriptions, etc. You can access online banking and mobile banking services, such as transfers, deposits, withdrawals, statements, etc. You can build your business credit history and score, which will help you get loans and funding in the future. You can protect your personal assets and liability in case of lawsuits or debts. Opening a business bank account in Nigeria is a simple but important step to managing your money and taxes. It will help you keep your money safe and organized. Hashtag step 2. Track your income and expenses. The second step to managing your money and taxes is to track your income and expenses. This will help you know how much money you're making and spending, which will help you budget, plan, and optimize your cash flow. To track your income and expenses in Nigeria, you will need a bookkeeping system, such as a spreadsheet or an accounting software. A receipt scanner or app to capture and store your receipts digitally. A bank statement or app to monitor your transactions. You can choose from different methods of bookkeeping in Nigeria, such as cash basis or accrual basis. You can also choose from different categories of income and expenses in Nigeria, such as revenue, cost of sales, operating expenses, etc. Some of the benefits of tracking your income and expenses in Nigeria are: you can measure your profitability and growth by calculating metrics such as gross profit margin, net profit margin, revenue growth rate, etc. You can identify opportunities and challenges by analyzing trends such as seasonality, customer behavior, market demand, etc. You can make informed decisions by forecasting scenarios such as break-even point, cash flow projection, etc. You can comply with tax laws and regulations by preparing and filing your tax returns accurately and on time. Tracking your income and expenses in Nigeria is a crucial step to managing your money and taxes. It will help you understand your financial performance and position. Hashtag step 3. Pay yourself and your team. The third step to managing your money and taxes is to pay yourself and your team. This will help you reward yourself and your team for your hard work, as well as motivate and retain them. To pay yourself and your team in Nigeria, you will need A payroll system, such as a payroll software or a payroll service. A compensation plan, such as a salary, an hourly wage, a commission, a bonus, etc. A payment schedule, such as weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, etc. You can choose from different ways of paying yourself and your team in Nigeria, such as bank transfers, mobile money, cash, etc. You can also choose from different types of compensation in Nigeria, such as regular pay, overtime pay, sick pay, leave pay, etc. Some of the benefits of paying yourself and your team in Nigeria are: you can enjoy the fruits of your labor by rewarding yourself for your achievements and goals. You can attract and retain talent by offering competitive and fair compensation to your team members. You can reduce turnover and absenteeism by increasing employee satisfaction and loyalty. You can improve productivity and performance by motivating and incentivizing your team members. You can deduct payroll expenses from your taxes by following the tax rules and regulations. Paying yourself and your team in Nigeria is a vital step to managing your money and taxes. It will help you share the success of your business with yourself and your team. Step 4, file and pay your taxes. The fourth and final step to managing your money and taxes is to file and pay your taxes. This will help you comply with the tax laws and regulations in Nigeria, as well as avoid penalties and fines. To file and pay your taxes in Nigeria, you will need a tax preparer or accountant to help you with your tax planning and filing, a tax identification number, TIN, from the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS. A tax clearance certificate, TCC, from the FIRS. A value-added tax, VAT, registration certificate from the FIRS. A withholding tax, WHT, credit note from the FIRS. You can choose from different types of taxes in Nigeria, such as company income tax, CIT, personal income tax, PIT, value-added tax, VAT, withholding tax, WHT, education tax, EDT, etc. Some of the benefits of filing and paying your taxes in Nigeria are: you can contribute to the development of the country by supporting public services such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, etc. You can avoid legal troubles and penalties by complying with the tax laws and regulations. You can access government incentives and benefits, such as grants, loans, subsidies, etc. Filing and paying your taxes in Nigeria is a mandatory and responsible step to managing your money and taxes. It will help you fulfill your civic duty and enjoy your rights as a citizen. That's it for this episode of How to Start a Business. I hope you learned something useful and valuable. In the next episode, we're going to talk about how to scale your business and take it to the next level. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.